Welcome to this video where we explore the fascinating life of Georges Guynemer, one of the most outstanding aviators of World War I and a symbol of French heroism. As a fighter pilot, Guynemer became a legend thanks to his exceptional skills, bravery in combat, and deep commitment to his country. His figure transcended time, becoming an icon of aviation and a source of inspiration for future generations. Join us as we delve into 20 fascinating facts about Georges Guynemer, his life, his career, and his enduring legacy. 1. His early life. Georges Guynemer was born on December 24, 1894, in Compiègne, France, into a wealthy family with deeply rooted values of tradition and patriotism. As a child, he showed an introspective and curious character, which led him to develop an interest in technology and mechanics. However, his childhood was marked by health issues that made him physically fragile and often unable to participate in intense physical activities. These challenges didn't deter him but rather strengthened his character and fueled his desire to exceed expectations. 2. His passion for aviation. From a young age. Aviation was in its infancy when Guynemer was young, and flying was considered both an act of bravery and a technological miracle. Georges was fascinated by aviation pioneers like Louis Blériot and Roland Garros, who were breaking technical and physical barriers. He often spent hours studying airplane models and reading about advancements in aeronautics, dreaming of one day becoming part of this world. Although his health issues seemed to be an insurmountable obstacle, Guynemer never stopped aspiring to fly. 3. His entry into the French army. When World War I broke out in 1914, Guynemer felt called to serve his country, but his health problems led to multiple rejections. He persisted until he was finally accepted as an apprentice mechanic in the military aviation corps. This was a crucial step in his life, as although he wasn't a pilot at first, he seized the opportunity to learn about airplanes from a mechanical perspective, which would later help him become a better aviator. 4. His transition to a combat pilot. Guynemer's dedication and enthusiasm didn't go unnoticed, and he was eventually admitted to flight school in 1915. There, he displayed a natural talent for flying, quickly mastering takeoffs, maneuvers, and landings. His instructors were impressed by his focus and ability to handle complex situations in the air. As he proved his worth, he was assigned to Squadron No. 3, known as Les Cigognes, the Storks, where he began building his legacy as a combat pilot. 5. His first aerial combat. On July 19, 1915, Guynemer had his first successful aerial engagement, shooting down a German plane. This achievement marked the beginning of a legendary career during which he accumulated a total of 53 confirmed victories, cementing his reputation as one of the most celebrated aces of the war. Though nervous before the battle, his adrenaline and training prevailed, proving he had the mettle for aerial combat. 6. His daring and precise flying style. Guynemer was known for his audacity in combat, executing risky maneuvers that often caught his enemies off guard. His precision in shooting made him a lethal opponent, capable of taking down planes even in disadvantageous situations. This aggressive yet calculated style earned him respect and fear among his comrades and adversaries, establishing him as one of the finest pilots of his generation. 7. His favorite aircraft, the SPAD-13. Among all the aircraft he flew, the SPAD-13 was the one that stood out in his career. This model was known for its speed, maneuverability, and firepower, characteristics that Guynemer fully exploited. He worked closely with engineers to improve the aircraft's design, personalizing details to optimize its performance in combat. With the SPAD-13, he achieved many of his most notable victories. 8. His personal motto, to the limit. Guynemer's personal motto, faire face jusqu'au bout, to face it to the end, perfectly captured his indomitable spirit. He always faced challenges with determination, no matter how adverse the circumstances. This motto also reflected his dedication to the French cause and his squadron mates, who saw him as a constant source of inspiration. 9. A national hero. In his lifetime. As his number of victories increased, Guynemer's fame grew exponentially. He became a symbol of the French war effort, appearing on posters, newspaper articles, and public events. His image represented courage and hope at a time when the country needed heroes to maintain morale. 10. His reserved and humble character. Despite his celebrity status, Guynemer remained humble and reserved. He never sought personal glory and always credited teamwork as an essential part of his success. His modesty made him even more beloved among his comrades and superiors. 11. His innovations in aviation. In addition to being an outstanding pilot, Guynemer contributed to the development of military aviation. He collaborated with engineers on implementing technical improvements to combat aircraft, including more effective weaponry and aerodynamic designs that gave French pilots an advantage in the air. 12. His dedication to training new pilots. Guynemer took the task of training new pilots very seriously, sharing his strategies and teaching them how to handle the pressures of combat. Many of the aviators he mentored went on to fight successfully, carrying forward the legacy of excellence he represented. 13. His close relationship with his squadron mates. The members of Les Cigognes deeply respected Guynemer, not only for his skills but also for his loyalty and camaraderie. They often celebrated his victories together, and his presence in the squadron was a pillar of strength during the most challenging times. 14. His role in critical operations. Guynemer played a crucial role in several key missions during the war, where his bravery and skills often turned the tide in favor of the Allies. His ability to lead strategic attacks and face superior enemy forces made him an indispensable asset to the French Air Force. 15. His impact on French morale. In a context of prolonged war and fatigue, Guynemer's achievements offered a ray of hope for the French people. His story was told as an example of the sacrifice and determination needed to overcome the challenges of war. 16. His mysterious disappearance in combat. On September 11, 1917, while on a mission near Poelcapelle, Belgium, Guynemer disappeared in action. Although his body and plane were never found, it is believed he was shot down by enemy fire. His disappearance added an aura of mystery and legend to his figure. 17. The national reaction to his death. The news of Guynemer's disappearance was met with grief throughout France. Ceremonies were held in his honor, and his memory was immortalized as an example of heroism and sacrifice in defense of the nation. 18. His legacy in aviation. Guynemer's impact on aviation was profound. His innovations and strategic approach influenced how aerial combat was conducted and laid the foundation for the development of modern military aviation. 19. Tributes to his memory. In France, numerous streets, schools, and monuments bear Georges Guynemer's name. His story continues to be told as a source of inspiration, not only for aviators but for everyone who seeks to push the boundaries of what is possible. 20. An eternal legend. Despite his short life, Georges Guynemer left a legacy that transcends time. His bravery, ingenuity, and dedication remain an example of how ideals can soar above the most extreme adversities. Conclusion. This concludes our journey through the life of Georges Guynemer, a hero whose legacy lives on in the hearts of those who admire courage and dedication. His story is a reminder that bravery and passion can transcend all challenges. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell for more inspiring content. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you next time.